People always say, why isn't wrestling taught in a system like a belt series like karate or jiu-jitsu? You have belts, right? Gymnastics, you're level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7. And you have skills for each level. Well, it is. It's at perlerwrestling.com. We've been doing this since 2005. Our DVD series has been used by thousands of coaches around the nation. We have hundreds and hundreds of members. It's a membership site now, streaming to your cell phone. Oh, my son got caught in a front headlock. Oh, my daughter couldn't score. She was shoulder deep on a single leg. Her opponent kicked out. How do I, right? Go to perlerwrestling.com. We have the best, roughly 275 wrestling techniques broken down into 4 levels. We call them phases. Basics phase, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And also compartmentalized around positions, front headlock, ear-to-ear collar tie, cross wrist on top, rear standing position. I'm on top, you're trying to break my lock. So you go to all these positions, everything's organized. I won't tell you what it cost to build this program, but it was extremely expensive. I could have bought a pretty amazing car for it, but we made it cheap for you. It's $179 to join. One-day tournament. You can take your son and daughter to a tournament one day, just right down the road. Heck, you're going to eat through $75-80, and your kids wrestle every 6 hours for 4 minutes. So trade that 12 minutes of wrestling for the online academy. Blow your freaking mind. How good you can become. Some famous wrestlers grew up on our program. Nick Lee of Penn State, Colton Schultz of Arizona State. He won some world titles in high school. Noah Certain at Mizzou. You're going to know who he is before long. Stefan Mishik of Michigan. So there's some handful of wrestlers who have mastered the sport of wrestling. And they had other great coaches and partners too, obviously. But there's been thousands of kids over the years who used our program. And now it's a membership site, like I said. Small access fee, then it's $15 a month, and hundreds of people all over the nation, even some famous jiu-jitsu fighters are using our system. So probably blow your mind if you checked it out. There's free samples. Go to perlerwrestling.com, right? perlerwrestling.com. Check it out, and it's pretty much all that you need. Oh, coaches, the basics phase is a practice plan too, because I'm kind of smart. I figured this out. Tape it to your wall. That's a practice plan. Phase 1, that's a practice plan too. Very advanced youth and middle school kids, experienced high school wrestlers. Coach, take the practice plan, tape it to the wall, drill them through it. And how we do things is this. Instead of like teaching a move or two every practice, you want to have a system. So you don't want to have 13 ways to score from a front headlock. You want to have just a handful, right? 2 to 6, right? Our advanced wrestling camps, which our camps sell out almost every year. We turned away 600 last year. They come from far away as Germany and Canada and Japan. Obviously, mostly in the United States. We have 25,000 square foot privately owned training center on 10 acres just north of St. Louis, Missouri. Weekend competition camps, those will blow your freaking mind. Academy, hundreds of academy students. Summer camp. We also do private team camps. We'll bring our system to you, and your coaches will get free access for life to the online academy. All the kids will get the camp video series streaming to their iPhone or their Android if they're a weirdo and they use Android, or their laptops, right? So that's another thing to keep in mind. The private team camps are awesome. We sell out, not every summer, but a lot of summers we sell out of those. But you should check out perlerwrestling.com, the free samples, and pretty much everything's you need. And if you're a coach that says, man, I just would like to have all the coaches on the same page, hey, take the practice plan to the wall. Right now, would it be good if they learned 13 ways to score from a front headlock? No, because you don't have drill time. You high school coaches, your kids have a dual meet on Tuesday, tournament Friday night, tournament all day Saturday, no practice Sunday. You only get 3 practices a week with them. Isn't it best to say, these are the 3 best ways to score from a front headlock? According to Nick, he's been coaching full time as a career since 1999. Right? Our athletes have earned over $4 million of college wrestling scholarships. We have a college recruiting service too, blow your mind. He's done the legwork. We're going to practice 3 or 4 ways to score from a front headlock. And we're going to hit 1,300 reps before state comes on February 20th. Or you can say, hey, it's February 15th. We're going to learn how to do a cradle. Dude, it's too late. You should have done that. So our idea is to get your whole practice plan taught in the first 2 weeks of season using weekend training camps, long practices. Just get it thrown out. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. Just get it all out there. The kids, they look pretty decent. Move on. So then you have a practice plan taped to the wall, and you just take a red marker and draw a line through it. Or I'm a sticky note guy, right? I'll put a sticky note and I'll go, okay, I'm going practice tonight. Oh yeah, yesterday we did hand fighting routine. We did leg attack defense. We were going to start top, but we only got one thing done. So, okay, so today we're going to finish top, and I may have a little notes that say, our leg attack defense looked great except for this thing. So I'm like, okay, for our warm-up, instead of wasting time running, our warm-up will be that leg attack defense technique that we needed some extra time on. Get back in on top. Right? And so you just rotate through so that you can get through your practice plan, let's say twice a week, and then over the course of time, they're going to master a plan instead of you showing up, just showing a random wrestling move that doesn't make any sense. Imagine taking 5 puzzles and dumping them into a bucket and shaking them up and dumping them on the floor and say, we're going to pull out these puzzle pieces and try to put them together. That's what we do in wrestling, and that's the reason we don't have success, okay? But if you have our online wrestling academy, your coaches can have access to that, or you parents, right? Then what is phase 2 and 3 for? That's for the more advanced kids. That's for like off-season wrestling, super advanced team. Maybe you're like, dude, we got all seniors. They've been wrestling for an average of 7 years. Hey, you're going to drill phase 1 and maybe all of phase 2, maybe most of phase 2, maybe just the leg riding offense and defense, the advanced setups off of phase 2. So, you can, and I have a 15-minute video on the online academy, exactly how to implement this system. You parents who are working at home with your kids, heck, I got it mapped out for you too. So it was hard to manipulate how to have a system that coaches could use, and also parents, and also beginning coaches with beginner teams and advanced teams with coaches and kids who have a lot of wrestling experience. But, I just crushed it. It's perfect. So, no worries there. You can even be a wrestler, a dad or mom who's never wrestled before, but you know enough about it. Guess what? Underhook throw by. Step 1, tie up ear to ear. Left hand has the elbow, thumb on top. Step 2, you dig an underhook, partner overhooks. Step 3, step your left foot to their pinky toe. Step 4, stand up, look right. See, I'm talking you through the steps of the technique. And you can do that too. And you can write those down and boom. And then you can talk your kids through it. They can put the video. I have parents all over the nation who have their office or their garage or their basement. They have a wrestling with a big screen TV, and they just hit click. And I teach them. They hit pause, or they hit the loop, and then they go again. So, don't be intimidated if you haven't wrestled before. And, it's not anything to worry about. Your kids can learn with our system easily. Check us out. PerlerWrestling.com, drill to death. That's our motto. We're into drilling, drill time, skill time, and our athletes have earned over $4 million in college wrestling scholarships since 2002. So, we're in the state of Missouri, not the best wrestling state, but we're going toe-to-toe with the best wrestlers in America, and the famous college coaches are gobbling up our guys. 5 of our longtime academy athletes just committed just in November 2001 with Division I programs. And we have a lot going to Division II, NAI, and so forth. So very exciting. If you want to start winning, just go here. I promise you, it sounds arrogant, but sometimes you got too many mentors. Find someone who's winning, just follow them, right? That's what I would do. Good luck.